Good morning. Good morning to each of you. I am Dr. Corrine Johnson, and I would like to welcome each of you on this morning to Grace for Today 5 Minute Devotional. And on this morning, our subject is going to be codependency is a destructive coping mechanism. So I want to start out with a question on this morning. Have you ever asked yourself whom or what you could not live without? Do you ever just sit there and wonder to yourself and think about who's in your life that you think that you cannot live without? Some people make a list of material things. Others may say that they can't live without their spouse. Still, others would think of the deep friendships that they formed and say that they don't think that they can live without their friends. Well, all of these answers are wonderful this morning, and all of them are God given blessings, our spouses, our friends. But however, I believe that we mix up our values when we assign greater worth to things and people than to God. Because when we do that, we become codependent on the gifts God has given us. Codependency is a destructive coping mechanism, and it is a form of an emotional stronghold that people use to deal with a lack that they may feel. Perhaps they lack self esteem or have strong feelings of rejection. But regardless, codependent people usually use other people to fix what is broken in themselves. They look to other people to fill their own emptiness. I call this a people stronghold. God is the only one who can fix what is broken in your life. Only Jesus can meet all of your needs. We cause problems when we start turning to other people before we turn to God. So, throughout the word, we see God using people in the lives of others, but he will never allow people or things to take his place. When we allow that to happen, we have created an emotional idol. When you receive good news that fills your heart with joy, do you pick up the phone and call a friend, or do you take time to thank the one who sent the blessing? When trials come and the storms of life crash down upon you or around you, do you immediately cry out to your spouse, or do you cry out to God first? So if you begin going to God first, your dependence on him is going to increase, and your codependence on others is going to decrease. You got to find your encouragement in God, and he will also send you waves of encouragement through those people that you love. And so if you want to break free from codependence this morning, when your mind starts to wander to someone else more than it should, shift your thought processes to God and his word. Pay attention to how you talk about yourself. Do you put yourself down? Do you let others put you down? Change this pattern by affirming the positive things that God is doing in your life, and use words that build up and not tear down. If you want to break free from codependency, you have got to begin to make sure that you are elevating God, that you are including him first in everything. That when something goes wrong, when something is going good, that your first response is going to be to turn to God for all of your dependencies. And so on this morning, we certainly thank the Lord for each of you for tuning in and joining with us for Grace for Today 5-minute devotional. And it is my prayer that as you go forth on today, you will go forth and have a blessed day.